This is Snorlax Productions Podcast. Take one.
Take one of one, maybe.
Take one of podcasts or live streams.
Alright. Andy, music's going off.
When we have a high demand, we
We're talking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks so cool for so long.
can do a high demand.
Alright.
Okay,
It's food time, it's talking time.
so during this segment, I will be, and Gavin will be eating, and we will be talking about questions. So to start us off, I got an icebreaker question for us. How many sixth graders could you beat in a fight?
How many?
Like realistically?
How many?
Like at once.
Yeah, at once.
At
They're all
once.
attacking you at once. Not like a barrage, but
Are they
like a group of them.
Just normal sixth graders, like,
Well, sixth graders are devolving. You see, they become smaller and smaller every single year.
No, not the basketball one. Have you ever seen like the
We'll say
Want your Menchie spoon?
thank you.
we'll say like an average sized.
like a
Sixth grader.
Connor size sixth grader?
Yeah, nobody like incredibly buffed, like ripped out of their mind.
I was pretty small.
Connor size, that's like really small, like a twig.
I was kind of small.
A twig.
I'd say probably 5 or 6.
5 or I'm
That's
going.
Just one big punch to their face and they're
I'm
gone.
going, dude. No, I'm going 20.
Oh, they're-
See, but 20, they got all their little like
Oh, yeah.
tiny sixth grader hands on you, and like
No.
I'd say I'd give myself a good 14, maybe 15.
it's reasonable. It's reasonable.
If they don't all come at the same time, I can just take a one-on-one every
Yeah,
just
but
constantly.
it's like a group all at once.
yeah.
It's like a barrage.
Mm.
So those are reasonable. Those are reasonable.
Yeah. You said, how much you said, Connor?
20, dude.
20?
Dude, probably even more. All you gotta do is push them.
Are we talking bare fists?
Yeah, no weapons, nothing.
No, yeah, I was gonna say no. If they have weapons, I
that
would
Baja
probably
Blast?
change it.
It's a Baja Blast,
Because
not sponsored.
some ASMR
Okay, yo,
open.
quiet on set.
So creamy!
I just
Yeah, if they had weapons, I would probably like. If they had weapons, I'd probably say.
Look.
All you gotta do is push them.
There's a picture of Mr. Branch up there.
You guys can't see it.
Shout out to Mr. Branch for letting us use his studio
Oh yeah.
and his equipment.
I just picked my ear and I'm gonna eat my sandwich. That's fun.
If you see
What
Mr.
flavor?
Branch today, make sure to thank him.
Vanilla.
Vanilla.
Don't go through my food.
I got orange cream.
Yeah, I'm so.
Betty's and cheese.
Let's talk about that for a second. Do you feel like the general grade of memes is degrading?
Yeah.
I would stand by that as well.
Cause like 2 years ago, memes were at this all-time high because COVID started. So like everything was a meme about it, and then all the memes just got
I
stupid.
quoted a meme today actually.
What was it?
You know the rapper Blade.
Nope.
It's this,
No.
And he has this group called Drain Gang, and it's like they make the funniest memes. It'll be like a rip dude. It'll be like, how'd you know I listened to Blade?
That's good. What's your general word of advice? If you were to give like a sentence advice to the next person gonna make a meme,
Oh, it's the next one.
like if you could talk to the next person that would make the next viral meme, what would you say to them to make the meme better? Does it have to be like funny? Does it have to
Be
be
the stupidest thing you can think.
yeah? Does it have to be dumb? Like what's
It literally just be stupid.
fair?
I'd say like just don't care about the meme. Just do what you want, and then don't care about how much hate or love you're gonna get.
There you go. Some real talk.
Yeah, I don't know.
Josh, how about you?
Just to have the literally
So,
pull the dumbest idea out.
you gotta find a good image for this meme.
Is
Such
okay.
as-
That's
Such as Andy holding a potato chip, and then label the chip. That
Wait,
is something
or Andy's
good.
green screen. Andy's green screen.
Yeah, Andy's
yeah.
green screen video.
we'll see if we can't find that and pull it up right now. So here's that right in front of Gavin's face.
Oh.
We gotta turn that off before the. Good. So, opinions on The Rock rapping. What do we think? Should he be a rapper in the future? Should this be his one-hit wonder? What's the deal here?
I think he's the new Eminem.
I
See-
think,
Hot Shakira right there.
honestly, like, it's just funny how he made a feature. And he already has a song out in Moana.
What can
Very
I say?
Except you're welcome. But, like,
He didn't swear in that one though, which is
I've
funny.
never seen.
No, I'm
I've never
kidding.
seen one.
neither have I.
It's a
Well, like-
fantastic masterpiece of.
But, like, he shouldn't be called a rapper. He did, like, a song.
It's fair.
But, like, he could still do songs. It's not terrible.
the drive, the power.
It gets you to work out.
Have you
That's,
seen
I would
on
say
the
that.
Have you seen the TikTok ones where it's like when my coach drives me to practice?
Yeah.
That's
I
good.
like the
Yeah.
music my mom wants me to listen to.
Yeah, it's just he's not bad. It's just what else are you gonna do with a
He's already
almost
rich. He's
fairly
already rich enough.
wrestling career and almost to end acting career?
Yeah, I can definitely understand that. You know, he's sort of at the end of the line. He's just doing what's popular.
Hey,
He's
yeah,
sort of
lot-
pulling a Phil Swift here, just publicity, just for publicity. You know.
A lot of life stories are like Eminem. You see, he could just start making rap about his life.
And I don't know if you guys knew this, but Shaq was actually a rapper once, or he rapped, I
Have you
guess.
ever heard? I've never heard I knew that.
You gotta look it up after the show. It's interesting. But he definitely wasn't. Rock was not the first person
Have you
of
ever heard John
athleticism.
Cena rap? I don't know.
Athleticism.
To become a rapper.
You know, Damian Lillard can rap.
You know, LeBron James
Have you
can't
heard of
act.
Iman Shumpert? You guys know that.
Aaron Gordon made a banger, though.
I've heard.
It's called Pull Up with a other dude. It's actually really good.
Other dude?
It's very repetitive though.
And that leads me into my next point. Music these days,
Awesome.
it's different from
Right.
older forms of music. Do you feel like because so many people can make music now, just from their own homes, and they don't need to go to a professional recording studio,
Excuse me.
do you think the majority of music, not the majority of popular music, just the majority of music, is bad?
No.
Because these people are not because they are trying to put out bad quality stuff, but because they just don't know what they're doing. They're untrained. So if you
That's a
just
cer-
hear,
that's a certain category. You can't just say more music is at home because people still use studios.
yeah, and I'm not saying that a lot of modern musicians don't use studios, but I'm just saying because everyone, you know, when COVID ran around, there's a better verb
When
there.
the C word went on.
When the big Rona. Do you think that people realize that they could do stuff they couldn't do before, which made them try it, but then realize they're bad at it? And this goes for everything that's not just music. Like people thought they could, I don't know, we'll just say
Draw.
code or draw or make videos or something. Do you think that people started realizing stuff they can and can't do easier, or do you think that their line is grayed even more because they have these false positives thinking that they can do these things?
This is a complex question.
Dude, I zoned out for half of it, and then once you restate the question, I was like, alright, I know what I'm talking.
No, they were just.
I don't know, really.
I mean- It's good that people are trying other stuff and like seeing what they can do. Like, if they publish it, then I think that's the bad thing. Like, if they don't know that people don't like it, if they know people don't like it, then that's like, why'd you even publish it if you knew people not gonna like it? But like, I'd say that ties in with the meme. You can meme it.
That's a good point.
Are you gonna eat that?
Yeah.
No.
I'm
Are you
just,
gonna finish that?
I'm just, I'm rationing.
Are you
Or not.
fasting?
Not fasting. I said rationing my food during a lunch period because I got lunch all fifth period.
Cool.
Cool.
All right, so I'd like to go to Josh here for a second.
Excuse me.
It's gonna be so fun to edit. I'm gonna go to Josh here for a second.
Yeah.
Josh, you've been in soccer for how many years of your life?
Probably like 13.
So he's an OG. He's a kid around the block. He's been there for a while. And I just want to say, good job on sticking with it so far and not getting permanently injured or anything like that.
Oh yeah.
Of being elder.
How's this season gone for you?
Well, see, it's pretty good.
Who's calling?
Because the coach thought I was going to be on JV, and I wasn't on JV. I'm on varsity. Yeah. And he thought I wasn't going to get that many minutes. Now I'm getting 45. So yeah. And I scored 2 times.
Dos menos.
Those goals.
Dos.
Messi.
Messi.
And yeah, it's going good. It's playoff game on Monday.
If
So
this
late.
comes out before Monday, which it probably won't,
No.
go see the game.
Oh,
If
it is
not,
Monday.
ask a local Josh friends near you.
It's
When's
Monday
next game
at
is?
Lake. I don't know the time.
Like 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
At like 6 o'clock.
Varsity games are always at 6 or 7.
It's only varsity.
I know.
But, I was just making.
You got a hole in
When's
your
on?
pants.
I know. When's girls work or when's girls playoff?
They lost last night.
Oh.
Yeah. Girls, sorry girls, but you guys lost. It was a good game. Lost 1-0. Just good season 2. I had fun filming you guys.
For those of you who don't know, Gavin is the main filmer of all the girls' soccer games. So he's usually there for every single game, so he knows
Yeah.
what's up, what's down.
Uh,
What players good?
I still don't know what's up or what's down.
If you ever take up soccer fantasy for playing local girls, then talk to Gavin.
Honestly.
So
Talk to me.
I'm gonna go to Connor next. Connor, I've known you for a while, but I haven't been in many classes with you. I haven't really gotten to know you
That's a good thing.
as a as a
pretty
good
dumb.
friend. But I do know your one good friend, Austin Henry Wilmot. Give me a quick bio description of Austin Henry Wilmot and why he's your best friend.
So I haven't talked to him since freshman year, but now I see him again. So we have
Talk a lot of
fourth lunch on D days. I be sitting with him and my other friend Jordan. That Josh knows too, but
Jordan.
I met
Jordan
Aus-
Hess.
I met Austin, 7th grade, and he lives by Josh's girlfriend's house,
Their neighbors.
And right by my house too.
and by Gavin.
Right by that electric
And,
Mustang.
so I met him in
Context
7th,
of it.
and I don't remember how I met him, but I just remember us being friends, and I remember all we did was we had this group chat with Caden Wood. Oh my god, dude. And then all I know is too, I would always get made fun of for my dumb ideas. Oh,
We got
yeah.
visitors, everybody.
It's a podcast.
Do we want? We can have a guest appearance. Everybody, welcome in Noah. We're doing a podcast.
We're just bored.
Welcome, guys. You can't see them; they're off screen right now. If they want to come in, we got Jude. So sorry, I forget your name.
Ian.
Ian. Mr. Branch said it today, and I completely forgot. So these are the seniors. These are the guys that we look up to, and we take their files off the computer and then use them in our projects.
Technically, we don't because we're taller than them.
Very true.
I like your watch.
You like a scarf?
Yeah, I like.
Oh,
this
yes.
Keep your scarf.
Ian, come in the frame. Show you what we're gonna show you.
Yeah,
What.
Ian, we gotta show you off.
Did you come?
Ian, everybody.
Come.
Everybody. So this is Ian, looking quite dapper today. And
Why are you dressed up today?
Dapper.
no one say that anymore?
Oh.
You just
All right.
Are we getting the 360? It's good. It's good. We got Jude. We got
Oh, hello.
Noah.
Guest appearance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a cool thing about these seniors, they're in Branch's room like 90% of the day. They have like 0 core classes. So any period, if you just want to come to Branch, you'll statistically see these guys in here. But anyway,
Stats wise.
let's move on to my next topic here.
Hey, whoa, I didn't finish about my story.
I'm so sorry. We got interrupted, didn't we? Let's continue
And
there.
then, oh yeah. So all I did was get made fun of in that group chat, and then we move on to 8th grade, and me and Austin had the same class. I had the same homeroom, Mr. Crumlaw, and then also 7th grade we had art with Andy and
True.
someone else. I don't remember who else. And that's all I remember. But and then so 8th grade, and all we like, there was days where me and him would skip and just play Fortnite all day. Yeah, and I sucked at Fortnite too.
You heard it here first, folks.
Yeah. and
Connor
then
confesses on live recorded television.
And then do we say the DC story or no?
Wait,
Oh, the DC story.
I have an interruption.
Wow.
So while these guest appearances, there was people behind the camera, and they looked at it, and then he said, and then you're talking to somebody, and then they started laughing after they looked at our camera. So I don't think something.
We're gonna take a quick tech break
Yeah, I don't think so.
and see what's going on.
I don't think so.
See if we got psyched out or not.
What
probably-
if it just wasn't recording the whole
It might be audio. I don't know.
What? Imagine it's not on the whole time. I would just.
No, it's on. I know. It's on for sure.
Oh yeah, I know.
It's not straight. The tripod's not straight.
Look at that.
Yep.
This is all recorded, so
Did
like.
we say the DC story though?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's gonna take a minute.
What's wrong with it, Andy?
I don't see anything wrong.
It's nothing wrong. Like, they're just probably talking about like some about the.
nitpicky thing.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Okay, so
We're
I
all
gotta
good.
say the DC story. Everyone
Okay.
get scoot over.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta get up to the mic.
I'm so fat.
Alright.
We don't think so, Gavin.
I know.
We think
So-
you're muscular.
I am very muscular. Do I have an apple? No, my mom didn't pack me an apple.
What?
Mother, why do you not pack me an apple? I want an apple.
So the
I
DC
kissed
story,
Mike.
we'll start that real quick. So me and Austin, so it was me, Austin, and Landon and Richie. Landon Andione and Richie Deskin. And we all had Crummelaw. And throughout the whole year, all we would do is make fun of Landon with like no consequences. And
Mr.
then-
Branch, everybody.
You can't see me smiling, I'm smiling.
Okay.
He's smiling, everybody.
Josh has to leave.
Let me get up.
Are you guys rolling right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, this
it's
is fine.
We can
Alright, we'll
keep it or cut it.
So,
Depends on how we feel.
So one day, it was like 2 or 3 days before the Washington D.C. trip.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. I remember
So-
this story vividly.
Me too.
So yeah, so it's me, Austin, and Richie like came and sat with us today. And Caden was in the class, but he was sick that day. And so Landon didn't turn in his form, like your medicine form and all that.
Medical form.
Yeah, so, and then it was Richie. So Richie like poured everything out of his backpack this day, and then me and Austin just started like going through papers, like making fun of like if he had like a missing assignment, which I had like 50, so I don't know why. And so yeah, so all of a sudden we see this medical form, and I turn it over, and I'm not gonna say what was on it, cause like.
Yeah, it's this and that.
Because I mean, if you know, you know.
Yeah. It's
But-
quite funny.
But yeah.
Because
so,
otherwise it's another
yeah,
HIPAA violation.
I might have another. Yeah. I might
Yeah.
Have,
Another HIPAA violation.
yeah.
So.
I might. Yeah. So yeah. So it reads. So all of a sudden we read it, and I guess we said it pretty loud. I didn't think we did, but I'm guessing we. So people said that we did. Next thing you know, me and Austin and Richie start like, dude, we almost peed our pants because we were laughing so hard. And then
Alright.
all of a sudden, Landon
You
just.
guys good?
Landon,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Alright.
Landon just
Hey.
bursts out.
Hey,
With,
generally I don't allow food in here. So just know that and clean anything up.
Gotcha.
Yep.
I
wow.
don't, like, whatever, it's fine.
Yeah.
But, But yeah, so Landon started bursting out crying. All of a sudden, right when we're like almost about to pee ourselves, the next moment we're like, oh crap. It was like he storms out the room, come off like Ghost follows him. So and then that class, so homeroom ends, and I go to my first class, Mr. Limbaugh. I hate it, that man. So we're in Limbaugh's, and this whole time, before like we went into like our next class, we just said we like don't talk about it with anyone. And this is where Ben comes in actually in this story too. So I had this class with Ben, and Alex Laird, and so I knew I could trust him, so I told him, right? I don't think I ever told Austin, but I told him, and Alex was like, "Oh, you're screwed." I was like, no, I was like, we might be good. And then this was also the day that Bradley got that like award for like community service.
Oh yeah.
So Gagnon comes in. All of a sudden, dude, my heart stops. I was like, oh my god, no. Next thing you know, he's like, oh, we're like, he like fucked the limbo or something and left. I was like, thank God. So during limbo, so we go down to the assembly, and the only thing on my mind is Landon at this point. And no offense to Bradley, but I did not care. I literally was like, I had too much on my mind to even like, I like maybe clapped once out of like the 50 times I clapped. Like I just didn't care. Like Landon was just on my mind. Like I was like, dude, what is gonna happen? So I go to my next class, and then so we're done with that. And I go to my next class, Julian, our history, and somehow Roman Begg comes up to me. He's like, I heard what happened with Landon. I was like, how? I was like, I know no one told you. I was like, I know Richie didn't tell you. I know Austin didn't tell you, right? So I think it's like maybe like halfway through, maybe like class like just started. All of a sudden I get called down. It's like, can you send Connor to the office? I was like, ah. I was like, and Roman Bates looking at me walk out. I was like, dude, what? So all of a sudden, so I go out, and I see Richie and Austin just sitting there. I was like, oh, there's the squad. So yeah, so we go out there and so I'm sitting there. I sat there for like an hour, just waiting. And then they interviewed Richie and then Austin, and then I was the final one. Again, I waited an hour there. And I went in there, and they're like, tell me what happened. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, bro, I really gotta tell you what happened. I was like, 2 people just told you. I was like, what's gonna make you think I'm gonna lie? And so I just explained it. And then all of a sudden, she had this one question, and it was about when we said it out loud. And I didn't know we said it as loud as we did. So I was like, I don't think we did. She was like, man, she was like, that's wrong. She's like, you want to rephrase that? And I was like, okay. Like, she totally like just didn't believe me at one point. So yeah, so I get done with that. And then I had to call my mom. They made me call my mom. Like, I had to talk to her. And I was like, okay, whatever. So, and then, so I get done with that. And then Richie and Austin are, like, in the office waiting. And they, sat me down right next to Austin. And then McNeil comes out. She's like, no, that's not going to work. She moves me all the way across to, like, you remember the printer was at Oakwood? That printer in the office?
Oh, yeah.
I was, like, sitting right by that thing. For like 30 minutes to an hour just waiting. And then they finally were like, okay, go to ALE. I was like, okay. I was out, dude. I was going down to ALE like dancing. And I was so happy to get out of there. So go to ALE, knock, get in there. And me and Austin just didn't care. Me and Austin just did not care. And Richie was the one that cared though. So halfway through, dude, Richie starts crying. I'm sorry, Richie, but he starts crying, and it was fun. It was so funny in a way. And then not study hall. ALE was fun. It was probably the funniest thing I've gone through in a while. You're good.
We have another guest, everybody.
Eddie.
Yes.
But yeah, so ALE is probably one of the funnest things I've ever done at that school. And I don't know, and Alvin Toe, funny man right there. He's in my ASL class. Alvin Toe, this man came in there and started making up these fake songs. One was about Chef Boyardee. It was so funny. And then there's another one. But yeah, and then so go through that day and having fun in ALE, and then so finally go home. they're like, my parents were just like, no phone. And I was like, whatever. And I had to do something. My dad like told me to do something. It was like say something on a paper. I forget what it was. And so the next day, home. And I'm like doing this thing my dad told me to do. All of a sudden, I called my mom. I was like, Mom, I'm not doing this. I was like, this is too much work. And then she was like, oh, she was like, you can stop. And she was like, you're not going on DC. I was like, what? Because originally McNeil said that we can go, even though we got suspended. All of a sudden, she like changed her mind.
Yeah,
So I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. I'm like, whatever. Yeah, and so I think, is there anything else important in that story?
Yeah.
Oh.
I was. Because Connor was supposed to be in my group for DC with Isaac Summers and Hunter Witt. And so we were like, all right, us four, it's gonna be fun.
I had some big plans. Too.
Yeah, we had plans, and then you just decided to just do that, and so I was like, dang, and like I thought you were gonna go at first, and then you weren't, and then you were back to it, and then you weren't. So that was like
Yeah, I know.
confusing.
They were like, they just changed it. Like,
Yeah. So I was like, oh come on, but like, I mean, it was still a fun trip, but like it was just not eventful because
Yeah,
it
they
was
were like
Isaac
they were
and Hunter.
They were like, Landon doesn't even want to go. I was like, okay. They were like telling me stuff like I cared. I was like,
Yeah.
Then they also, no offense. I mean, this is Landon's parents. No offense to them. But they had threatened court.
No.
They,
Oh yeah, that's right.
and then what else they threatened? They threatened one more thing. Oh, they threatened to sue us too.
And like the thing was, it's not even that like what he had wasn't even that bad.
And then and then the next day or something, it was like 2 days or the next day, Katie Honor told me this.
Bruh.
And McNeil came to the classes and she was like, none of it's true, guys. Don't believe it.
That's such a lie.
Yeah, I don't know what that would be. Why
But
would
literally,
you
like
do that?
everyone in STEM knew. It was like,
Oh yeah.
because first of all, STEM's all good kids.
Oh yeah.
It
STEM was
so like
all
someone like me in
kids.
there just like. But yeah, that's like the whole DC story.
Yeah, that's
There's way more I could add.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
there's a lot.
There's a lot more. And the crazy thing is, like, I know all these guys that were in the story. They're nice, like, friends to be around. And
Yeah.
none of them are like genuine jerks. They're all just messing around and having fun.
But when you hang out with me and Austin or you're around us, dude, you're bound to get made fun of.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Me and Austin make fun of each other all the time.
Yeah.
It could be something that we did 3 years ago and we'll still make fun of each other.
And it's like the crazy thing that you can just be messing around with your friends one day and something like, the HIPAA Act comes up and you have to take that so seriously. And these things, these things are crazy that just something small like that can have such a devastating effect. I mean, obviously, moral of the story is like don't root around other people's
Don't
stuff.
be an idiot.
Yeah. But I mean, it's just like a small mistake they had made, right? Because they were just messing around, they were just having fun. But these crazy things happen when, something gets.
I haven't talked to Landon
Released.
since that day.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
I've never talked to him since that day. I've seen him.
And
He
Landon's
tried to talk to me one time.
Landon's cool about these sorts of things because I get to tell my story now. We were, me and Landon were in the same Boy Scout tribe for, I don't know, 3-4 odd years. And in Boy Scouts, you go on camping trips. So one day we went up to, couldn't even tell you. Anyway, we went up to this place where it's basically this frozen lake with a little cabin by it, and then there's like a little area behind the cabin, just open yard. Basically, it was snowing that day, and so there's a lot of snow, a lot of ice. So me and Landon and I think somebody else had gone out to the back because there's not too much to do during these camping trips, so you sort of just find your own things. So we were just sort of messing around, snowballs, that sort of thing, and then we found this one like little grate, like this barrel, and it had this little grate on top, and water had fallen down and frozen in like these perfect waffles. They were just like perfect waffles.
Make it waffles.
And we were like, oh, these are kind of cool. So I think Landon or the other kid picked one up and just threw it. And it was like a perfect Frisbee. It like flew, it had aerodynamics, it had everything on it. It was so crazy how it was heavy too. It was like maybe a pound or two. And so it was like heavy. He threw it, but it would fly. So we, like I said, we were doing snowball fights. So I had picked one of these up, and I was gonna like throw it to Landon so he could like catch it because it's like a Frisbee, So I picked it up and I threw it to him, and I didn't see that he wasn't looking. He was looking the other way. Then by the time he looked back over, I'd thrown it way too hard, and it hit him square in the forehead. It almost knocked him out. Like he did like a double over backflip sort of thing. That thing was like dense. It was I don't know, maybe an inch thick. It was maybe 3 by 3 inches of pure ice waffle, and it was crazy. I hit him like square in the forehead. So after that, like 2-3 minutes go by, and I'm over there. I'm like, dude, are you alright? I'm so sorry. I did not mean to do that. He's understandably he's crying because it hurts when you.
How old are you? How old was?
I don't know, like 5-6 years ago.
Okay, maybe that makes sense.
And so, like, I hit him right before it. So he was in a lot of pain because, head injuries are just crazy.
Oh yeah.
So he had 2-3 minutes go by. This giant, like, goose egg shows up on his head. I had actually barely broken the skin whatsoever. So there was only, like, a little bit of blood. But it was just a huge swelling spot, goose egg on his head. And so one of the leaders comes by, and he goes, hey, you got a big old goose egg on your head, and just walks off. He doesn't even say anything other than that. And I'm like, you gotta do something about it.
Do something.
So I had walked back to the cabin, and I don't know why, but I think I just didn't talk about it until Landon came in. So I just sort of like sat there. I didn't even go to get help. I don't know. I was just like, I really didn't want to get in trouble because, I mean, it was an accident.
Andy.
I shouldn't have gotten in trouble,
'Cause it's Andy.
and I didn't because I said, I'm sorry, whatever. But anyway, he had every right to be angry at me, but like a week goes by and we're sitting in Cotton's class and he walks up to me. He's like, hey, can you help me with my project or anything? And I'm like, I feel bad. So I go over there and I help him with his project, but he's like, he's just genuinely talking to me. He was not mad whatsoever. Like he even had the goose egg for, I don't know, 2-3 weeks afterwards. And he never like blamed you once. So like, somebody would ask him, hey, how'd you get that? And he's like, it was scouts or something. And so he never like blamed me. That's why I think Landon's one of the coolest guys because he doesn't really hold anything against you whatsoever, and it's.
No, he probably doesn't want anything. I just don't know.
Yeah, well, he just doesn't tell you, but it was crazy.
I hated Cotton's class.
Yeah, I did too.
That was probably the one class I actually just did not know how to do.
But yeah, I say all that to say that Landon probably doesn't hold a grudge against you at all, or at least he does silently.
Cotton hated me.
Dude,
Were you in my class?
Yeah, I was. I think.
Dude, I literally sucked at that.
Moving on to Mr. Cotton's class.
Like,
Dude,
Here's the floor, Connor.
Con's class sucked.
You already know, or Gavin already knows how bad I am.
Oh yeah, like
That was
so
just-
bad. I've been with him for like starting in 5th grade to 8th grade. We had at least one of the same classes, and now we're back in the same class.
Literally, I suck at math.
Oh
And
yeah,
I suck at engineering.
but he is good at guessing if a woman is pregnant, though.
Oh,
all right. So
I'm not a dude. Go ahead.
It was,
Tell us
it was
another story.
just a random day, 6th grade year. We had Mrs. Bowl, and so it was like in February, right?
It was. I don't know the. Exact,
Yeah, it was like
I don't-
February.
I don't even know the month.
It was like start of the new year, and so Miss Ball was like, guys, I have a surprise for you, and I was thinking, oh,
Candy.
like food, like, because I was a little troubled back then, and then Connor, I don't know what it says, are you pregnant or like something like that. I was like, he even yelled it. It's like, and I'm like, dude,
I'm
Connor.
already loud enough.
Oh yeah, I was like, Connor, you're an idiot. Like everyone thought you were an idiot, I think. And then she said, Connor, like, what She was surprised that you.
She was like, yes.
She was like, yes. I was like, what? It was so funny though. And then, so when she left, we had a dude sub who was genuinely chill. Like, did not teach us math, but he taught us about boating stuff. It was so funny. Like, math we just did not do good in, but some of us passed our boating license test because we took it that year.
Didn't the sub? I heard stories that the sub just gave you the answer sheet
Oh,
on
yeah.
the day of the test.
Oh, I think that's what.
Oh.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That sub was so chill. Like, nothing really went wrong with him. But sometimes he got mad, but like he just been like, all right, just don't do it again, or something like that.
All right, coolest sub ever. I'm gonna have to go, Mr. Zink.
Zink.
Definitely not Mr. Zink.
You don't remember Mr.
He
Zink?
dated my sister.
Okay, well, on second thought, I might change my answer.
Oh, what did he sub for?
Story Alley one time. I think.
I think I had him.
Limbaugh one time.
The Italian dude, the one that could barely speak English.
He's
The
French.
one sub, or French dude, the French dude. The
Oh.
French sub.
Here at the high school.
Yeah, I haven't seen him this year.
He's at Oakwood.
Oh, is it
The
open?
French sub, yeah.
Mr. Tennis Balls. Tenenbaum.
Mr. Tenenbaum.
Yes.
I don't remember.
I think he was an all-time sub. Like, I don't think I
Yeah,
ever
he
saw
was
him.
a sub. He was like, if you had a sub, it was probably him.
Yeah, I remember. I don't know. I had him like 3 times in the same day. And I'm like, do you just keep moving classes? No, it's an exaggeration, but I felt like every week I had him, even if
Yeah,
a
if you
sub
had
wasn't out.
well, it was like more. Yeah, it was last year too, but freshman year too. If you had a sub, it was probably
Yeah, I think I may have, but I don't remember.
you. If you saw him, you would know.
Yeah, I remember I had this Romanian sub. He was actually really chill. Like, he just says, do this and don't be loud.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's the sub we need.
He's a
Like,
new sub this year with the long hair.
oh yeah, I think he's gay.
Yeah, he is weird.
Mr. Phi.
Yeah, get
Faye.
him out of here.
So
Nobody
we had
wants
him for
He's fine. He's actually chill.
like one of
Except
our
Matt.
ASL classes, and he I don't know, this random kid just walked in and they started talking. I assume they were like either related or friends or something, but it was just weird. Like, this random kid, not in any of our classes, not in any ASL class, just walks in. He probably was like a senior. He looked old, and he just walked in and started talking. And I'm like, dude,
Dude,
get out of my class. I
What
don't
are
want
you
you here. If we're not doing Mr. Zink because of relationship issues with Josh.
No, you can say it. Mrs. Josh has a grudge against him.
I don't share.
No, well, I had like a second option. It was this like
remember.
dude in Story Alley's class. I only had him one day. He was, I don't know, a bigger man, we'll just say.
Oh!
And he had this safari-looking shirt. You know, like the tan with like the button up and like the 2 vest pockets. And he could have had a hat on, but he didn't. So he's sitting there like this, sort of in the chair.
Oh my God, Andy.
Like, I don't know, more like
Moving
that, you know? And like I said, it was a safari button-up shirt. The first like 8 buttons were down. It was like a V-neck level of openness. It was unreasonable to see that much chest hair on a singular man, even just in that small spot.
The small old lady. She's not like
Oh!
chill. She's not like chill, but
No.
she just doesn't care.
oh yeah, and that reminds me. I saw her when I got my iPhone 13 at the Verizon store.
Dude, literally.
I was like, what
Like,
the heck? I had
bro.
her for sub.
And last year, one time in ASL, it was only like 10 people in that class, and she was there one time. And one thing we would do at Jackson is this one kid would like bench press the table.
Oh yeah, I
And
think
we
I
left-
saw stories. That was Seth.
Lydia,
Yeah,
yeah.
Seth.
And then literally one time we had her as the sub, we just kept on doing it. She was just watching us. And then she was like, she gave us an idea of like what he could do again, or like do something harder. I remember that. I remember her. Anytime I have her, I'm just gonna be on my phone.
Okay, next segment, funniest teacher run-ins, or even just staff run-ins in real life.
I
Like
saw
outside of
Mr.
school.
Branch at Giant Eagle, and I said, "How are you doing?" He said, "I just got back from a funeral."
Wow.
Oh, no, never mind. So this one and this was all the way back in Taft, my elementary, and my one teacher retired. Oh no, he got sick or something for like a really long time, and we had this really young teacher that like had no idea what the heck he was doing, So you know where Fin Feather Fur is by the
Yeah.
mall?
Mm.
I went there with my dad, and I saw him like gun shopping, and I was like, "What up?" And my dad was like, "Isn't that your teacher?" I was like, "Oh yeah." It's like went up to say what up. He was like, "Oh hey," like it was so fun. I remember that.
Did you have any more, Gavin, other than the one you mentioned?
What?
Any more teacher run-ins in real life?
I haven't mentioned one. I haven't mentioned one, but I don't.
The one lady you saw at the Verizon store?
Oh yeah, that's kind of a teacher running.
Yeah.
What
Like
else?
teacher, faculty.
Like
12:34.
34.
We got time. Do you guys want to
Oh,
go?
40.
43.
43.
12:43.
Close enough.
I'm starving.
We can wrap it up.
I like it. We're going good.
All right. Well, I have mine. I have a bunch.
I got a PS5.
Oh, did you actually?
thing Rooney
did you
just
get it?
said.
That one day you were talking about it.
So my teacher run-ins either happen
Yeah,
with
yesterday.
teachers I don't have anymore, or teachers that I've never had.
Yes. See,
So,
like, yeah, that's
I saw Mrs. Hahn once at Cold Stone. I saw who was it? Oh, Madame Felice at Starbucks. I saw my retired librarian at where was it? Target. I see all these people that I don't have anymore or I've never had, so it's kind of like weird to walk up to them and be like, "Oh, hey, how you doing?" Because you know they've never had me or it's been so long since then.
You know what is funny? I technically have, every time I go to church, a teacher running. So Mrs. Gang,
Oh,
Oh my
She
gosh,
goes-
she lives in my mom's apartment building. I
Mrs.
saw
Gang.
her. She had her sliding door open, and I saw her working in her pajamas in the typing on her keyboard.
But yeah, she goes to my church, and I've known her for like a long time, and so like technically I have teacher run-ins, but I never had her
so you knew her before she was
teacher. Yeah, I
A
knew her
teacher,
when she was
yeah.
like a teenager, and so it's so weird because Peyton always says that she's hot. Peyton always says that,
We're gonna cut this segment, by the way.
and I'm like, dude, I honestly it just weirds me out. I'm like, dude, don't say that. I know her.
Yeah.
And like her dad is our pastor, so she's a pastor's kid. So I'm like, oh, that's so weird.
Yeah, Peyton's weird too.
Peyton's so weird.
Okay.
I have so many
I was
stories of
thinking
Peyton.
You wanna keep going? You wanna go get
Nah,
lunch?
let's keep on going.
I get
Josh.
I don't care. I'm
Alright.
gonna try and have somebody bring me lunch.
I also gotta go pee.
All right, let's talk about
I got
the
a fart.
greatest.
Dude, get away.
That was genuine too.
Expecting there to be more. I was just messing around. All right.
The fact that my face was like that.
Oh, I forgot about
I have no regrets of doing that.
Okay, anyway, go to the next subject.
Okay.
I wanna think about this moment.
The greatest mobile fad since Angry Birds. Retro Bowl has been sweeping devices
Retro
worldwide.
Bowl.
Fortnite.
Dude, Retro Bowl is so lit though. Like,
So, as somebody who doesn't play Retro Bowl, I'll be the devil's advocate here and just
Oh.
say, what do you like about Retro Bowl? Why should I play Retro Bowl?
It's addicting.
it is addictive. Like, even though
Is
it
that
does-
why? If I apply that same reasoning to alcohol, oh, why should you start alcohol?
Oh.
Oh, it's addicting.
No, so
this is Retro Bowl, by the way.
Alright, so Retro Bowl it's a football game, and you're a coach and you go onto a team and you play every game and then you try to win the Retro Bowl.
Yeah, it's really fun and
It's,
like
it sounds basic, but
yeah.
there's actually like you can sign like free agents, you can get coaches, you can draft people. So it's
and
not-
the teams are not like random teams; they're actual NFL team. Not on me; it's in my car.
I have like Starbucks gift cards.
But it's like NFL team names like Arizona Cardinals, Pittsburgh Steelers, Cleveland Browns, Los Angeles Rams. But like it's not NFL players. but like they can't do NFL players because copyright reasons. I think that's why. So they had to change it up. But that's like the interesting part because it's not normal players that are good in the NFL. So it's like you have to figure out who's good with like amount of stars they have.
Yeah, and I feel like that's sort of the reason they don't have the names in there. I think the other part of the reason is to make it more timeless. Like if you got the game in 10 years and you don't know who Christian McCaffrey is, then you'll still be able to play the game because you know they're just generic players. They're not actually any
Don't you
good.
have Christian McCaffrey?
Yeah, I do that, man.
On your fantasy?
Yeah.
We'll talk about fantasy in a second. I'm finishing up the
That's
retro
gonna
bowl
be a
segment.
whole, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a half hour.
A whole
of extra
segment
segments.
itself.
We better take 6-7 for fantasy. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I got chemistry 6-7.
and-
Unless if Corey's not here.
We can just
I'll
say
come
we're
back.
doing
English.
something more important.
Mm-hmm.
So Retro Bowl sort of, well, obviously takes the aesthetics from retro games.
Oh, yeah.
When I first saw it, I originally just thought it was like a port of the original Madden, if you guys have ever seen that.
Yeah.
And the original Madden, it's not quite as complicated as that.
You still taping?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
it's a podcast.
It's a whole segment.
It's a while.
Okay. Can I see Josh real quick again?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry, Josh.
I get. I get it.
he was providing emotional support.
Mm-hmm.
And the original Madden,
Madden, the Madden edition sucks. I haven't played.
I can't even remember if it was a Madden, but it was for the NES, and I don't even think it was called. It was just like football game or something,
Oh yeah.
and it was funny because, you know, it looks almost identical to the Retro Bowl, and so when I first saw it, I thought, hey, that's kind of cool. They started porting the games to.
More games?
We got our light turned off on us.
We good. We got other ones.
It's all right. We'll figure it out. But that's interesting that, you know, they take an old game and make it new again. You know,
Oh, yeah.
that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting Noah as a replacement Josh.
Did you guys? You wouldn't have happened to scavenge from the other light kit, would you?
What do you mean?
Parts?
I think
A cord
I
or
don't
two?
know.
I'm asking because we're gonna rent it out.
you
I
can
don't wanna
check.
add a
I
cord.
think we got 2 cords out of that case, 2 lights, 2 stands. But you can check
I was
just to make
wrong.
sure.
If everything was from the one case, I trust you.
Yeah. Well, I just want to make sure that somebody else didn't do that. You can double check before you leave.
I don't even know what he's talking about.
Well,
I don't
these LEDs came in that case, and 2
Okay.
more in that case.
I wasn't doing the lights. Why?
I was gonna say.
Who turned off that light?
Yeah. Why did our
We got
main,
it. We don't even need it.
our main?
Who's in there?
Your mom.
I don't think there's not a board in there anymore.
No.
No, it's in there.
Cause no, the main board in the black box went out, so they had to switch them out, or they had to use
Oh,
branches
yeah,
board
yeah,
in the
yeah.
black box.
But why did that one go out? Did it just go out naturally?
Did it die?
We don't even need it.
Yeah. All right.
We got enough light. Yeah, I got enough light shining. on
So
Yeah.
now that we're down to the 3 of us, I don't want to quite start talking about
it.
fantasy.
No, we can't. It's not even. It's gonna take.
It's gonna take a whole.
It's gonna take.
Josh can join, but Josh's teams. Josh is in a 4-person league. And he has all the good players.
Yeah.
Speaking of Josh.
Welcome back.
Josh,
Josh.
talk about your league real quick. Your 4-person league.
Yeah. Let's hear Josh's 4-person league stories.
Oh yeah, I got first pick in my 4-person league. Got Christian McCaffrey, put up 30 points for 2 weeks.
And then he got injured.
And then he got injured.
The McCaffrey curse. I got him last year, and he snapped his ankle in half or something.
And then Andy's league sucks. I don't.
We have
Who are you in?
2-ish people who know what they're doing. Me, the people who know what they're doing are Andrew Arway and Zach Gemma. The people who don't know what they're doing are
You.
Roman Shaheen, me, Micaiah, who else? Richie, Mia, Johnny. I mean, there's a bunch of people who.
Right. Ben also does fantasy, but
Yeah. Ben does fantasy as a job. I'm pretty sure somebody hired him to do professional
No.
fantasy management.
but
And
all I know is that me and Ben spend the most time on it. Because every
Mhm.
day I come into video production, I check it.
Yeah.
Literally, I asked John, one time I was trading someone. I was like, do you think this is a good trade? But yeah, every day I go on fantasy. Because I'm in 2 leagues. One, I paid $80 for, and it's my dad's league. The other one is just free.
Is it like a reward league?
Yeah, so if I win, that's the league I'm always on. So anytime you see me on something that you've never seen, it's probably fantasy. And every day I'm on that thing. Because, I'm trying to win. And I'm like 2-4. So it's not even like I'm
2-4.
It's not even like I'm like doing good on that league.
Yeah, in the league where nobody knows what they're doing, I'm 5-1, 5-week win streak. I lost the first week and then I've won every game since. I'm not even that good. I usually ask Ben or Connor for help, and then that's how I win. Or ask Noah Fink, he knows fantasy too. So I just ask like everybody, and then I gather the collective information and make a good team.
And I'm in just a random league, so I'm just randoms around the country or around the world. So like I'm 4-2 right now, and from the first I was like 0-2 or 0-3, and then I was 0-2, and then I'm on a 4-game win streak. So I'm happy, but I'm a little iffy about this week because I got Justin Herbert and the Steelers have a bye week, so like it sucks. That's my main point getters, but I'm hoping Derek Carr can ball out against some random team, probably a bad team. I just need a lot of my backups to do good, so I can win. To be 5-2.
But yes, the Browns played last night too. We won.
Oh yeah.
Dude, the
Browns played
Broncos.
Broncos. What was it?
It was 17 to 14.
14.
Yeah.
So that was kind of, I want to say unexpected, but this year the Browns have been unexpected.
It's been a roller coaster.
Yeah, like everyone said that the Browns are gonna lose. I was like, no, they're not. The Broncos are gonna lose because Broncos legitimately suck.
Yeah, I don't know. I played the Broncos defense this week. That was a bad. Move.
Oh my God, who'd you?
Well, I don't have any other defenses because
You could have picked up.
I think you said you played against them.
my bench is stacked.
Yeah.
And I can't drop anybody. Now the light comes on. And technically, I guess it could have dropped the Broncos defense and picked somebody else, but
Yeah, I think
I
you
just
should've
stuck with
done
it. But defenses don't really matter in the long run usually, unless it's like 1 or 2 points.
Yeah, if it's 1 or 2, then yeah, but
Because I checked my phone at 10, like right before I went to bed, and the Broncos had 5 points, and then
Ooh.
I woke up and they had 2
ooh, that's
for the defense.
yeah. Like
So I lost so many points.
around the league, the most I've seen points from last night's game was Cortland Sutton with 11 points.
I had on my league on the money league, it's more harder scoring.
Oh,
So
yeah.
like you can get like 40 yards, you can get 0 points. Like you have to get 50. 50 is like when they start giving you points.
So you have to pick right.
I got 7 points, and then I had Gordon for the running back.
Oh, Melvin Gordon, yeah,
He got a touchdown.
Oh, yeah,
so I was
that's-
happy.
he had like 11 points as well.
But yeah, it's again 50 yards for like a running back.
That's
That's hard.
But like a lot of people do it on the regular, but like it's hard for just like
Like you'll get like 2 points for like 30
Oh, yeah.
yards.
And like last night, the Browns running back, he had a good game, but that's like one game compared to just the rest of the season. Like, yeah, he has one good game, but like it doesn't matter. If he's gonna want to start over Nick Chubb or Kareem Hunt, he's gonna have consistent games when they're out.
You see LeBron shouting them out, and he like
Oh yeah,
had like an interview. He was like LeBron.
yeah. Like I mean, LeBron only shouted him out because he had a good game.
I mean, that's still it's LeBron.
I mean that's the problem though, right? You're only going to get recognized if you do good when you've been doing bad before.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
And if you just
He wasn't doing bad.
No.
It was just,
not, I guess not bad, but just like if you
no, I'm like Odell dropping
play
Four
cracked
4
out
passes.
lines.
I mean, he just has the best running core in front of him, so it's hard for him to play. But
Dude,
when he
one job
needs
is to
to-
catch the ball, and you can't even do that.
Oh, don't even get me started on. It's about retro ball, and don't even get me started about running backs.
The game may have a few minor flaws.
Oh yeah.
That's why it's addicting.
It's so addictive.
I almost hurt my hand because I got mad at it. I
Dude,
kept
okay,
going
so
like this.
here's my thing. It was a 2-point conversion. Score was 30-31. I think I was playing Arizona, and so I was 2-point conversion. I snapped it and threw it to my running back because he was wide open on the line, and so it hit his helmet, and he didn't catch it. So I got so pissed. I literally just walked out of the room into the studio over there. I punched the wall, but I didn't like full on. I just went boom. I was so mad.
Yeah, there's still a hole in the wall.
Oh yeah.
We gotta get the drywall. Josh, I don't know. Give us something.
What are you gonna say?
He's hungry.
Yeah.
I'm hungry too. I also gotta go pee.
I mean, it's 12.
What time is it?
It's 12. You wanna wrap it up? One more segment, and then we're done.
We'll see what happens.
All right.
What would be the segment?
Next segment we got
Gotta be a
going
good one, cause it can't be some like 2-word thing.
is Snorlax Productions.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We'll talk
I-
about
well,
this.
well,
So-
we can end it here.
Josh formerly is the one who started Snorlax Productions. But
Connor came up with it.
well, Connor came up with the
We
name.
both came up with it. I can't say I just came up with it.
Yeah.
We both did.
I guess I sort of associate Connor with the name more than Josh. But
So yeah, we were
Go ahead.
I was just sitting there with Josh, and I was like, they just have a filming company, and then I was trying to think of a stupid name, and then I don't. This isn't what I saw, but I have a card on the back. I don't know if you can see it, but it's
you
Snorlax.
can zoom it in.
What's a Snorlax? But I have a sticker under that, and it's a Snorlax too. But I saw that. My card's in there too, so
No, your credit card.
yeah.
Well, we gotta blur that.
Yeah. But yeah, so I saw that. I got it, and I was like, oh, Snorlax Productions. Or no, I was like or like Snorlax like video or something like that, and then we changed it to production.
Mm-hmm. So I was wrong.
So
Connor
then-
came up with the name.
So
not
we haven't
Josh.
made our logo yet, and I haven't put anything in my slide, my new presentation about it yet.
Yeah.
Ooh. Since we're all 4 of us are in Snorlax Productions, I think after every video we do, if we do like us 4, like our own videos, we put Snorlax Production.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's
Josh is gonna make us a logo.
and then Ben's also in it.
Should we add
I
Darren?
think that's it.
Should
That's
we-
it for now. Yeah.
I mean, we could.
We might
Or I don't know if Darren is. I don't know.
grab a few more people.
He's not here.
I know that's why.
Yeah.
I would only like invite Darren. Like
Mhm.
that would be the last one.
Yeah.
And maybe
that's,
if there's like
It's only talented people. it's only talented people with Connor.
it's true.
Does that make
And like
I
the
mean,
people
that-
and
that's
like
the last
the boys that are in video production that we all talk about.
Yeah.
Like the only ones that we
that we
hang
make
out.
fun of?
Yeah.
That we make fun of Darren. Oh yeah, Darren.
And so we started it for a few key reasons, sort of just keep us like associated together when we do group projects,
Oh,
just
yeah.
sort of like a name, a title we can slap on it and just say,
That's what I was thinking.
then you know who worked on it because, you know,
Well-
if the name becomes synonymous with who's in it, then that'll be easier.
There's a predicament. Some projects it's only up to 4 people.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously, when you do production companies don't hire everybody.
We
to
have
do
the
the
2
job.
owners over here.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I
like we
guess-
can
I
always
guess-
just split up.
I guess I'm just
It's
a
still gonna
lackey.
we're still gonna be a part of Snorlax production. It's just
It's like
gonna,
a record label,
yeah.
or even like just a rap group, if you want to say,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
because or like the Wu-Tang Clan. The Wu-Tang, they were all one group, but a lot of them dropped solo albums.
Mm-hmm. So that's sort of where Snorlax Productions is at the moment, and some of our individual projects are coming out. Me and Ben are doing a composition project. Of different shots. Oh, is Connor doing it too?
Yeah, because
Were you in it last year?
no.
No, I keep forgetting that. So, Josh and
Sometimes I think sometimes I forget how
Gavin,
sometimes I think I am. I'm like, wait, was I actually here last year?
Josh and Gavin were in Mr. Branch's intro class last year. So a lot of these projects that we're doing at the beginning of the year, they've already done. So
Okay.
Mr. Branch sort of gives them free reign to whatever you want.
Do whatever.
I'm
we
just
want.
ready for the music video.
Yeah, same.
They won't be for a while, but
right now, but it's like a month.
So me and
month or two.
me, Ben, and Connor can all put Snorlax Productions in our individual projects as of right now, and then when we
I,
get to the
I,
group
even-
projects,
I totally forgot to.
it's fine.
Yeah,
we got Monday if you want to like re-export it.
I'm not gonna.
Hey, I don't know.
I'm
check
not
it.
gonna finish
I already
it.
made a video, but like it's kind of too late. It's already on YouTube about my friend who's moving away. But like,
Yeah.
yeah. I'll
And I
just-
mean, it's sort of like a recent thing. So
Yeah,
would-
I could just edit the description though.
a subsidiary of Snorlax Productions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I could do that right now.
Be
So-
on, be
On
on the
YouTube.
lookout of Snorlax Productions.
Up
Very
and
true.
coming.
With the own, yeah.
That's Snapchat.
Dude, we could, bro. We could be up.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, we can post this.
Like seeing. But yeah, be on the lookout. I gotta go pee. I'm hungry.
Yeah, I think
Alright.
it's.
I never got to drink Andy's Mountain Dew, and I don't want it now. It's kind of empty, so I don't really want it anymore.
Description. How do I?
Anything else? Anything else before I just like before we send it off?
Before we send it off,
Mm,
Josh.
No.
no more segments, nothing.
So yeah. So
yeah. If this podcast, it'll probably happen next time.
If we
If
this ever
this
anyone
ever
ever
happens-
sees this,
If we get another sub.
If we get another segment, it probably won't be for a while because today's just like a lot of teachers are out.
Mm.
But like,
I'd not be honest with you. I just told my teacher I was coming out. I was like, I gotta do missing work. She was like, okay. Next thing I know,
yeah.
And we also may switch out the cast. Like it may, I don't know, say
Yeah.
I'm not here,
me
Ben
not
might
here.
fill in or
Oh.
something. But
No,
Where-
but
how do I edit? Minutes. There we go.
But if anyone ever sees this, I think it'll be. I don't know. I think it won't be bad. And if what if the whole class sees this and like they like want us to do more? That'd be
That'd be
on
dope.
Monday,
that'd be
when all the students are doing their projects, like all the students that were
Yeah.
absent,
I can
the rest of the
edit
class
it.
just watches it. You want to edit it?
I can edit because it's on my SD card.
Gotcha.
Alright. How do I? What do you say that was linked by Snorlax Productions?
Oh, like back.
Produced by.
Lights
Yeah,
back
just
on.
to produce.
Produced
Lights
by
back
a
on.
subsidiary of.
Lights back on at the right time.
Yeah, right during the send off.
I need to
So
go subsidiary.
it should autocorrect. Sub
Sub.
SI.
Stay fresh and so
DAR.
clean.
Subsidiary
That's
of
Andre 2000.
Snorlax.
All right, guys, this has been the Snorlax Podcast, episode 1. And
And I just did
and-
my description. Alright.
And go Cavs, go Browns.
No, not Browns.
okay, clearly there's some things we need to work out.
You can say Steelers. I'm not gonna say Steelers.
So
Honestly, no. It's just Go Sports team.
all right, everybody, do your own
Go
send off.
Cleveland
Josh,
team- Go Cleveland teams. Stay fresh, so clean. Don't get caught in 4K.
Josh, send off. Connor just did his.
Drink energy drinks. And you're not cool if you don't have a PS5.
Monday. If anyone sees this on Monday or before the game, Monday at Lake High School, Glen Oak Soccer, come root for us. Our player got spit on last time, so we're gonna not have that happen again. And yeah, Josh. Oh wait.
Wait. Thank you.
That's Gavin's send off. We'd like to thank you all for being here, and until next time, stay Baja. It was a blast.
You didn't press it.